Hello, friends. We know that the language that we speak or the words that we use in our day to day language has a profound impact on our personality. And the way we actually practice these words, the way we actually speak, also determines, how our personality will shape up and how our company, our career will also shape up. So today we are going to discuss about some of the very powerful words in our language, starting with alphabet J, and how some of these words, the true meaning behind these words, will help shape up your company and also shape up your attitude towards others and towards yourself. So, our first word is just. Well, just is also stands for justify, also stands for justice. So, just is something that it describes your attitude as if you're always on the right side. That means you decide the right right thing. You always say that you always have the right stuff about your company and your people, and that is why this is a very powerful word, just. And similarly, next word is join. When you talk about join, it's like creating a team structure. So while you're always on the right side, you always take the right decision, you always convey the right things. You have to ensure that you're organizing your team in such a way that they have a feeling of joining together. And you yourself, being a part of the team, you have to create that feature of join. Even though this is a very simple word, friends, but it has a very deep meaning. Think about it. If you don't inculcate a feeling of jointness, sometimes people say that you are joint at the hip. So joining is something that is very important, as needs to be practiced in your company, and you have to create movement for the team to come together so that they feel really part of the team, not basically scattered around. And the next word is jingle. It starts with J. Again, very powerful word. Jingle actually means a music. You create a music about yourself, about your company, but it actually means advertise. So your jingle, as people say that, you create a jingle for your product. So your jingle should be so different and it should be so unique that people immediately start recognizing you as your jingle. So jingle is again a very powerful word. It's like an anthem. Every company that you create must have a sort of an anthem. It could be a jingle, it could be a fun song, and you must have this kind of thing also running in your organization. It's like your anthem, your jingle, so that people remember you just by hearing that. For example, if you're in India, you would know what is the meaning of Hamara Bajaj. It's a jingle, but even after 50 years, people associate this jingle with that product, which is nothing but a scooter. So, things like that. So these jingles can be very powerful to drive your own personality and also drive your company in the forward direction. Then again, juggler starts with J. And as people say that as a CEO of a company, as a leader, you have to keep changing your hat. Rather, you have to keep wearing different hats at the same time. So you keep juggling in different responsibilities that you have. Sometimes people also say that, you have to be a front office executive and you also have to be an investor relation manager. So, you are a CEO, you're the leader. Everything is your responsibility. And if you're a leader and if you think like a leader, you have to learn how to juggle different roles. And that is why this juggler is again very important attribute. And believe it or not, if you juggle your responsibilities and each responsibilities to the fullest, you will become a very successful CEO or a leader. So juggler, being a juggler is very important trait, so that you can juggle your work during one day, during your team, during your life cycle. talking about next one, which is being happy, and the word is jubilant. Jubilant again starts with J, and for every small success that you achieved in your life, in your company, you have to do celebrations, and you have to showcase real joy around that victory, even though it's a small victory. So you have to create an environment of being jubilant, and it's not only that one person is jubilant, the entire team must join in and become jubilant. And that is why this is again a very powerful word, and I thought I will talk about it. And as we are progressing on the journey of understanding true meaning behind some of these powerful words which are useful for shaping up our personality and also our business, let me talk about joyride. So joyride should be your life. Your life should be like a joyride when you are moving along, and for everything you're happy, whether you succeed or you do not succeed, if there are failures, but your journey is a joyride, because sometimes you have a flat tire, but then you fix the tire and move on. So overall journey should be a joyride. Similarly, while moving along the journey of your company, people who join your group or your company must also experience the same joyride. Working for you, working for your team must feel that it is an enjoyment. And that is why, even though we don't use this word very often in our language, but imagine it's a journey that you're taking, and your team is taking along with you, and therefore you have to create environment of as if you're going on a picnic. That means it's a joyride. Whether you succeed or you do not succeed, it doesn't matter. The journey matters, and during the journey you should be happy. And finally, very simple word, jump up. Well, every step is a jump up. You take one step ahead in your life, you tend to jump up. Even though when you come down on the stairs, it's actually a jump up, because you learn from your failures. So every time as you grow older, you are actually moving ahead in life, and therefore every step has to be a jump up. And if you don't have this kind of a attitude that everything is a jump up, then you will not be able to give positivity to your team, because sometimes you do not achieve the results sometimes as you desire, and then if you start sulking around it, it is not going to help you. So even that is a learning, and therefore you have to think this is a jump up for you. Even a failure is a jump up. That means you learn new things out of those failures. So this is something which is important. And remember friends, we are not talking the words, we are only talking about the true meaning behind the words, which will help us steer our attitude, change our attitude, and so change our organization, if change our teams, change our company. So friends, what do you think about what I've told you? If you have anything else you want to share, or you want me to cover something else, do send in your comments. And thanks for watching, and I will catch you again in the next one.